Hi and welcome. Today I am answering the most frequently asked questions on this channel. I am so excited because these questions I have been asked and I realize it's just better to answer them to everyone. So I have been in this YouTube situation for about 6 months now, and I have quite a number of interesting questions from my trusted viewers and subscribers, and I would like to answer some of them. So here goes question number 1. The first question that I get asked most often is, where do I buy the ingredients for making my own liquid detergent? The other question is, where is OTC? Great question. Now, I am based in Nairobi, and most of the household products that you'll see me making on this channel is using ingredients that I buy here in Nairobi, okay? Now, I will usually advise my subscribers and my viewers to go buy the ingredients from the shop that I usually buy them from, which is in OTC. OTC is a place here in Nairobi. It's in Nairobi town. It's directly opposite the Salvation Army headquarters downtown, okay? Right next to Machakos Country Bus, if you know where that is, and next to Marikiti Market, where I usually buy my groceries, okay? So at OTC, you will find a Tuskys supermarket. Again, it's directly opposite the entrance of Salvation Army. Now, when you're at the entrance to Tuskys supermarket, you will ask the guard there for the shop where we can buy the ingredients for making detergent, okay? Because that shop is directly behind Tuskys supermarket. There's a small pathway in there that it's hard to see for you if you've never been there before. So you just get someone to show you, and it's on, when you go behind Tuskys, it's on first floor, okay? The shop is called Quality Chemicals, although there are many different places where you can buy, I'm sure in Nairobi, but that's where I buy. That's the shop where I have been, and that's where I advise people to go. I'm sure there are also other places to buy. I've heard there's a place in Mombasa, even in Nakuru there's a place, even in Nyeri there's a place. So yeah, please find, if you're not in Nairobi, you can find a place that is near, that sells near where you live, okay? Mine on this channel is to teach you, once you get the ingredients, how to mix them. It is very easy, and I am going to link the playlist on this video right here, okay? Perfect. So the other question that I get asked very often is, why do you not share the ingredients that you use in the videos of making the household products? Now, this is an interesting one. When I first started making the videos, my intention was to share that. I use, let's say for example, nitrosol and sulfate, sodium lauryl sulfate, and all those things when I'm making the household products. But the shop where I buy these ingredients, I spoke to the owner, and he told me that according to the laws of Kenya, for you to be able to mix these ingredients, you need a license from NEMA. That's the National Environmental Management Association. Please do not quote me. I think that's what NEMA means, but I could be wrong. And basically it's about the environment. So what they were saying is, basically the government needs to be able to come and see where you're mixing these chemicals, to see that it is safe, not just for you, but for the people around you, and so on and so forth. So the owner advised me that for me to be able to share these things and to show people that I'm actually using such and such a chemical in my own house, I need to be licensed by NEMA. I am not licensed by NEMA to mix these things at home, you guys. I am not. So what I was advised to do is, as I plan on getting a NEMA license, I will just show people how to use them, and I will tell them that if you want to make this, for example, liquid detergent, please go to such and such a place, get your ingredients. Once you have them, here is how you're going to mix your ingredients. So mine, as I said, is to show you how to mix. You have to go to the shop, you have to buy the product for yourself. I am just a vessel. You understand? Thank you for understanding. Another frequently asked question: why do you not sell these ingredients to us? Please go to OTC and get them, and then sell them to me in the comfort of my own home. Yes, I have been asked that before. I have been sent by people that, oh, you know, when you're going to OTC next to buy your own liquid detergent ingredients, please buy for me. And So no, I don't sell the ingredients for making the products, the cleaning products. I do not sell them because that is not my passion, and that is not my purpose, and that is not what I feel that I am called to do. Okay. Yes and no. If you want the ingredients, you have to take yourself to OTC. Yes, because I have taught you. I have shown you how to make these things. Please also exert some effort and go get for yourself. Saidiane, we help each other. Okay. Yeah, thank you. All right, another question I have received. We are still in the how to make your own household products area. Okay, I made my own fabric softener and it had white spots. Why? So this is a great question, because when I made my own fabric softener at home, I had the same experience. So what I came to realize is that I did not use boiling water. The water was not completely boiling. It was really hot, but it was not boiling. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that the water that you're using to make your fabric softener, it has to be boiling. Please watch the video. In the playlist you'll find it, how to make your own fabric softener at home. It's great, it's easy, you will save money, you will thank me. Okay, so now you need to make sure that your water is boiling point completely. That's so that when you put your ingredients, then you mix it, everything is going to dissolve. All right. Yes, once I did that and once I knew that the water had to be boiling completely, the second time and after that, the subsequent times that I have made it, it's been pretty easy, and I don't have a problem with those undissolved small white particles. Yeah. All right, now let's go to another question. This one's about how to make your own yogurt at home. All right, so a question that I'm asked is, sometimes my yogurt came out runny. Why? So this I have experienced this a number of times, and I have found that, all right, I don't know, sometimes it's the culture, as I said, be used by your yogurt. I have found to be the best culture, but sometimes I have changed nothing and it just doesn't come out as thick as it's supposed to come out. So I would recommend that if you find that you're using one particular type of yogurt for your culture and you don't like the consistency of the final product, try using something different. I have a friend who she uses, is it Daima? Yes, and her yogurt comes out really well. So I would suggest that you do that. The few times, okay, I also tried to push the envelope a bit, because at some point I started using 7 liters of milk in the 500 ml, and it came out a bit runny. So I realized I want to stick to the 5 liters of milk to 500 ml of culture, and it came out okay. Also, I also realized I need to make sure that the container that I'm putting my yogurt in is completely airtight. That helps to make it more thick. Yes. I had a friend who suggested that I can add gelatin. So I'm going to try that. You said it makes it thicker. So I will try that, and if it works, I will make a video and I will show you guys. And yes, that's it about the thickness of the yogurt. If you have any other suggestions of how to make your yogurt thicker, which does not include adding anything that's not healthy for our bodies, please let me know in the comment below and help us. Thank you. Now, another question I've been asked about yogurt is, how can I make flavored yogurt? Now, the yogurt that I make is usually vanilla or natural if I don't want to put vanilla essence. And I have found that if I have made natural yogurt, if I want to eat flavored with strawberry flavored yogurt, I will just take the natural yogurt that I made and I will blend it with strawberries. Ta-da! Simple. Who would have thought? Okay, I think I found that to be better because I'm making this yogurt for kids. I don't want to use artificial flavoring because I'm making it for my children, and you just want your kids to have the best. So I would highly suggest that you just take your fruit, blend it, make it to be a smoothie, flavored yogurt. And yeah, I found that to be the best way to go about it. Now, if you're doing it for commercial purposes, that will require you to go for, I think, extensive training as opposed to what I'm doing on this channel. Because if you're making yogurt for sale, you need to also consider about preservation, about storage and all that. So that one is not the kind of training that I do here. So I would recommend you go for training. University of Nairobi, the Upper Kabete campus, have a really good course on how to make all those things. So please check them out. Yes. So we are done with the yogurt. Now let's talk about house helps. This has been a really exciting topic for me to discuss, and the engagement around it has been amazing. And so here are a few arising questions concerning house helps. Question number 1 about house helps is, what do I do if my house help says they want to leave out of the blues? Now, we have all been there. House helps are not there to last. They come for a season and for a reason, and they go. So when someone says they want to leave, you let them go. Don't try to persuade someone to stay when their heart is set on going. Of course, it would be nice to find out why someone wants to leave. Perhaps it's something that you did. Maybe it was a misunderstanding that perhaps if you explain might change their mind. But I prefer to not try to change someone's mind who has said that they want to go. Now, on this channel, we talk a lot about being organized, and I have found that there is a way in which you can sort of like, prove yourself against being left by a house help and feeling disoriented. For instance, batch cooking. For me, I love batch cooking. If you haven't watched my video about batch cooking, please watch it. So I like making food for a long time. Like I make food for a month basically. And that way I know, even if someone wakes up in the morning and says, oh, I'm leaving, I have peace because I know for 1 month I have food for my family. Something else also is using the Fly Lady routine, because it helps me. The Fly Lady system basically helps me to keep my house in order, whether I have a house help or whether I don't have a house help. When I have a house help, I will show them how to go about the Fly Lady system. And when they leave, my house is already nice and neat. So that also really helps me to not be left like, to not feel disoriented when someone says they want to leave. So what I would suggest and what I would advise is this: try and live your life as if the house help that you have now is leaving tomorrow morning, okay? And ask yourself, if for instance someone says they want to go, how will that put me off? How am I going to handle it? How will I be put out? And then try and preempt that by, let's say, having enough food in your freezer for like 2 or 3 days before you get someone, you know. Also, having your kids on a schedule is great because it will help them to adjust faster to any new help that comes. So that when your help leaves and a new one comes, you don't have to get, the kids already have a sort of system going and they don't feel so disoriented. So these are ways in which you can sort of prepare yourself for a house help abandoning you out of the blue. And I would highly suggest having a few systems in place so that you don't really get so like thrown out of proportion when someone says that they want to leave. I hope that makes sense. Another question that I get asked about house helps is whether I offer house help training services. No, I don't. Not for now. Over time, perhaps I will as I evolve. But for now, my main objective is to just share what I have learned with you, the employer, and hope that you can also trickle down this training down to your house help. And you see how that goes. But over time, we'll see. All things are possible. Another question that I get asked is, do you have a cleaning company? No, I do not have a cleaning company. But I do offer consultation services. If you want to declutter your home and organize your home or to learn about the Fly Lady system, I can come to your house and we can teach you how to do that. You can declutter and everything. And if you're interested, just drop me an email and we'll discuss further. All right. Another question I get asked is, where can I get the cocoa butter cream that I see in your videos, and where can I get the sculptures that I see in your videos? So the cocoa butter cream that I have talked about also in my video about hand washing, you will find it. I will link it down below. I have a shop on Jumia, and I'm also making a video about it, just reviewing this product review to let you know more about it. And if you'd like to know more, stay tuned, and I will link that video to this one once it's out. And for the sculptures, I will also link where you can get them in the description of this video. Another question I get asked on an almost daily basis is, I want to start a YouTube channel. Which camera do you use? Which editing software do you use? Now, for me, I have a philosophy that I cannot learn 2, 3, 4 things at the same time. So what I decided when I was starting my YouTube channel is that I want to first concentrate on learning how to create content and how to deliver content. I cannot learn that and learn how to shoot videos and how to edit videos at the same time. So I almost said videos. So I got a cameraman who is really good, as you can see by the quality of the videos, the audio, the lighting. It's amazing. And he shoots my videos, and he does the editing. So all I have to do is to think about content and just deliver content. So I will link his website and his Instagram. And yes, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Bye, and thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one.